stocking up on the stocks. You got the 20 staggered. Pretty sure these are reps because these are my 19s, and I have the AMG embroidery there. Like a 2-inch G-Wagon ML AMG wheels. Might just hang on to these. Like I said, I got this shit for hella cheap. You know, I just got to refinish them. Not too bad. I mean, just like a little minor stuff. I already started kind of sanding this down. Might fill it. I want these to be silver. I just like the look with this style. What's going on, everyone? So today is the lucky day. I know I told you next week, but hey, Christmas came early. We got my digital caliper measuring. Gotta get one of these, man. Makes whole life a whole lot easier. So, like I said, so this is your stock lowering link. Well, this is my stock lowering link on the W221 Mercedes S550, which is 98.8 millimeters. The adjustable one can be adjusted to, you know, any length. Definitely longer than this. I believe mine came at 113 preset. So I guess you can pretty much base your the drop by measuring the stock lowering link and then the height of your current stock ride height, and then you just go by how much you adjusted your lowering link and the difference. And I would write that down just so you can kind of go off something to start off with ride height. That way you could kind of, instead of just guessing, you can pretty much just, you know, measure the length, and then you'll get an idea of how much of a drop you will get. So to 113 millimeters, just start off with that. So I put both of them, both of the front links. So we'll see how that goes. There you go. Remove the bolt up top. 10 millimeter bracket comes down, and remove all the washers, and then remove that black fitting off of the bracket ball. Alright, now when you're trying to remove the links, easiest way I find was an 11 millimeter wrench. Just jab it in between there and then just pry it. It should pop open just like that. You could try that with the factory one as well. So it's out. Now when you adjust it, remember, front, you lengthen it, it lowers it. So front, the longer the link, the lower the drop. You know, you lower it. And then the rear is going to be the exact opposite. The shorter you make the link, the lower it's going to lower, you know, drop the vehicle. So, you know, just, you're gonna have to remember that. And like I said, only do one increment turn. So you see this, the fitting up here, the little ball fitting. You're gonna unscrew this bottom part here, and then you'll rotate it, which you're making it longer, which is gonna be left to loosen it up. You're gonna rotate it just one rotation. So when you turn it, it's gonna, right when you face back to this ball connection, that's where you're gonna connect it back. So it's just better that way. I mean, you know, just do it one increments at a time, because you know, one turn actually makes a big difference. So you don't want to just turn it a few times and then next thing you know your car slammed and then you lost track of how many times you turned it. So just, you know, do it one increment at a time. Don't put the retaining clip in. Lower the vehicle and then cycle it up and down, maybe like 2, maybe 3 times, and then see where it's at and then just go from there. So let's go back to where we were. So loosen this. Now we're gonna left loose, so we're gonna lengthen it and turn to the left to back this bolt out and up. So see, one rotation. All right, that's one, facing back to the ball. Pop it back. And you're gonna tighten this. Tighten that up with 2 wrenches. Put the retaining clip back in right here. It's gonna go back in this little hole, and then it's gonna clip around the fitting. So, all right, for the passenger side, same thing. Retaining clip off, 11 millimeter. All right. Is this 11? No, it's the wrong wrench. Whoops. Where's my 11? There we go. 11. There you go. Boom. Pop it out. One rotation to the left. Pop it back in. All right. Tighten up. All right. All right, and retaining clip. All right. All right. There you go. And that's it. Now you might want to use 2 wrenches to tighten that top fitting back on, just to make sure, double check. Okay. So there's your link. I already unscrewed the bolt. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, don't hit anything here, please. I don't need this car falling on me, dude. Golly. Oh, this is a pain. There we go. You see that? The actual ride height that my adjustments I made will be. All right, so I'm gonna do it one more time. All right, so I turned it off. Light off means lower. It's lowering right now. And for the most part, when you're driving, you're always driving in that low state. Right again. Let's see what we got here. Some goodies. Okay. So I got these spacers for the front, just so I can match up the rears, because like with that offset in the front kind of makes the wheel sit in even though they're a 9, but with the Mercedes There's the little dust cap. If you ever pay attention to taking off your wheels in the front, you'll see a dust cap, and you can't, I mean, you could put like a regular spacer, but you'd have to get like a hub-centric ring and then try to make that fit. It's, you know, I'd rather just have a spacer with the dust cap all in one. That way it'll be a nice clean mount to the wheels, where you don't have multiple layers and pieces. So these just came in, they look good. I'm gonna have to get some longer bolts, because I have a 28 millimeter, these are 10 millimeter. So you add that to, need about 40 millimeter bolts. That way you can get a good grab when you bolt these spacers with the wheels, and you have enough, the correct length to get about, you know, 7 to 8 turns for a proper for torque, you know, because you want to be as safe as possible when using any spacers, or, you know, bolting your wheels up. Especially with the Europeans, they have, instead of the studs, you have actual bolts only. So just want to make sure safety is always important. And just because I have the wheels with the seal coat or plastic dip, whatever, you know, same thing. I want to just be careful with the lugs. I want to peel. I don't want to peel it off. So, you know, regardless how many coats I put, you just want to be careful. When you take the wheels off, make sure you kind of brace the wheel in. When you take the wheel off, you know, peel them. There you go. Oh shit. Alright. So I already have a hub-centric ring here. So the reason why I wanted this specific spacer is because, you know, it has a dust cap for this. If not, if you have the regular spacer, you know, you'd have to make sure this is in.
Snap the spacer on. Mm-hmm.
Thanks again, everyone. Hope you liked that little short video on how to put those lowering links, spacer, everything. So if you like what you see in here, definitely check the rest of my other videos. I have tons of stuff touching on a little bit of everything on this Mercedes, on this build, as well as my other build. So got any questions, let me know. Don't be afraid to pick up those tools and like, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your brother, tell your sisters, tell your uncle. If they have a Mercedes and they want to do their own stuff, just keep watching. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.